In this video, I will show you how I build and sell $5,000 AI websites to local businesses with literally zero testimonials. But I'm going to show you how to use Google Maps and Gemini 3 to get clients even when you are a complete beginner. Today we are covering the exact system I use on Google Maps to find clients in need, how to build a site with Gemini 3 in less than 2 minutes, the one email pitch that makes it almost impossible for a business owner to say no, and my exact strategy to price your AI website services. Before we get into Google Maps, I recommend you start with the location you are in or like really close to, because that gets really important at the last step, so definitely stay tuned for that. In my example, I want to use Steamboat Springs in the United States as my location. Next, we need to choose a niche. In general, the higher the price point of the service they are charging, the more you can charge for your website service. So it definitely makes sense to choose a service-based business, for example. In my example, I go with landscaping. They have like a high average order value. For them, it's more reasonable to spend more money on a website that gets them clients. So we come into Google Maps. I already searched for it. It's Steamboat Springs Landscaper, and let's see what we find. So this is the Google Maps listings. All the listings that are on top are already getting leads because like most people choose the first 3 to first 5 listings and they don't really scroll down. So let's see what we can find. Let's open this one. This one is not that good, but I don't really get what they are doing. They are graphic design as well and photography. That's kind of weird. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what they are doing. This one would be a good example for a client. Let's see which services they are offering. They have a lot of services. Let's see what else we can find. Let's go down a little bit more. This one, also not that good to be honest, but I don't want that one. Let's go to this one. Yeah, they are fine. They could also be improved. So let's see. One important part is especially that you find an email address because otherwise we can't contact them. And they even have an Instagram page, which is also really good. Let's see what they are having in here. There we have an email. Can't find social media. And they are even hiring, which is also really good. So this one was Autoscapes. Let's see. They are quite far down. And you literally can repeat the step for like basically every business you find. So you can create all of them a website and sell them. This website is actually pretty nice. They don't need a new one. But they could need reputation management as a service because they have no testimonials and all of the other ones have testimonials. So let's see this one. Also not that bad. So in that case, I would go with this one. It's definitely not optimized. It's like there's no lineup. It's pretty bad to be honest. And the great part is they also have social media because your chances of getting a reply is way higher if you also can send them a message on Instagram and also on the Facebook page than just sending a cold email. So now we have found our first candidate. Next we need to create a prompt for Gemini 3 to create us the entire website. And I actually already created a meta prompt to create the prompt for Gemini 3. If you want to get this exact prompt, you can join my free community down below. It's completely free and there you can get the entire prompt, which I'm using right now. So now we come to Claude, but you also can use ChatGPT or Gemini, but I really like Claude for that. I enter my meta prompt and send enter. So now we got the first step. For that we use landscaping. So next it's asking for content and resources, and for that we come back to the website. And let's see which content we can find. So let's have a look. We can copy this one as a About Us section. Then let's see. Let's go to contact. Let's add this as well. Then next let's have a look at the services. So mowing, trimming, fertilizing, weed removal. So we have to think about the layout as well. So if they have like a lot, I would recommend to like choose 6. So we take the first 6. And I think that's fine. The rest can be created by Claude. So next we can set the design style and preferences. So I want the dark green as an accent color and the design should be elegant and sophisticated. So next up, it asked me for an image selection and I added that to the prompt with a specific reason because AI is really bad at choosing images by itself. And if we can save a few minutes just by adding some images like immediately from the start, it saves us a lot of time. So we can actually add images in here before. So let's go for the hero. And let's come over to a website called Pexels, which is a licensing free image library. You need to mention the creators of the images, but we can do that later on. The AI will not always use the image you give it, but I will show you a quick fix on how you can replace images within Gemini 3 just by prompting. So Claude is done with our prompt for Gemini 3, so let's quickly copy this over and let's jump into Gemini 3. You can come to this page using aistudio.google.com, which is basically Gemini 3. So we paste it into here and click on build. And now we let Gemini cook for a second and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so the AI is done and let's have a look what it created. So as you can see, like here's an hero image is missing. We have like a nice branding over here. Then we come down, we have 6 services as we mentioned, which adds also a nice border effect if you hover over it. Then we have like, I think that's a project section. Yeah, we view project with a lot of broken images. We will fix that. In a few moments, I will show you how to do that. Then we have now about us section. Also, that image is a little bit too long, which isn't perfect. Then we have a nice testimonial section, which looks really nice. And a contact section, also really nice. And we have the branding and also the contact stuff is all correct because we gave it in the first moment directly. So now let's fix all of that. So first let's get back. Let's get this image we already selected before. Let's go back here. Let's leave the full screen mode. And let's go to the About Us section. Now we can draw a rectangle around this section like this. And with that we can tell Gemini which section we want to change. So we make it like that. We add it to the chat. So we just tell it which section we want to change and also which images it should use. And also I want to change the aspect ratio because that's not really nice. So if you now come back down here, we have a 3:4 image, which looks really nice. And it took the image we gave it before. So now let's fix the hero section. Let's get back and let's look for a nice hero image we can use. Which one was it we used before? I like this one. So let's copy the image. Let's go in here and let's annotate app. So I told it to change the image and add a black overlay and not the green one it added over here. So now let's rate and you will see that it will choose the component hero again, like only this one, and it will only make the difference, the change to this section, which is incredible. It's so nice because right now you can really make edits to the website without breaking the entire design. So next up, like the services section looks really nice. I don't really have to complain anything about that. Next, let's fix the portfolio section, which is completely broken. So let's come over here and let's add a rectangular again. So I want to change the project section. So we only have 3 projects in total and they should be horizontally aligned. So now let's get over here and let's see which images we can use. So let's get this one. So we basically now just give it 3 images to use. So we don't have to guess like what the result will be. This one is nice. And in your case, you definitely want to make sure that you are using images, for example, from the website. So in that case, we could see if they have like any projects. Like these images are not that nice, but like we can use this one as an example. So let's get here, let's copy the image address, and let's add this image as well, and let's send a prompt. So now it's done, let's have a look, and really nice. So we have this one with the handscaping and the full service, and as you can see, like, we took this image from his original website. So that's basically it. The last change I want to do is the buttons. I don't really like this gold border around it, so I only want to make it like solid dark green. So now it's done, and I told it to make the buttons dark green, which it definitely did, and it's a little bit lighter on hover. And last but not least, I want to add some scrolling animations to all the elements, just so it looks a little bit nicer when we screen share the website, and it looks more professional if it's animated. So let's add some animations to this website. So here we go. So it just added all the animations, so let's have a look. And this looks really nice. Like, this is perfect. So now we have a finished website. Next, we need to write a cold email to this company to show them what we created for them. So now we created the entire website. Now this is the entire cold email script I use in my agency. You can get this exact template if you want in my free community. I will post the entire script there as well. So in this case, from this customer, for example, you also have the Instagram and the Facebook page. So I would also send them the same message on Instagram and on Facebook with the link to your website, so they can actually check it out and see if they like it. So next up, let's get to the pricing strategy. I will not tell you what to do, but I will show you how I got started and basically my strategy that I used. So I started with pricing my website at $500 for, I think it was 3 pages. The main reason why I was selling it so cheap was basically because I wasn't confident that I was able to deliver, and I had no experience working with clients. And so in my head, I was like, okay, I will charge them something where I feel like I can deliver on the expectations. So what I'm doing right now is basically I charge $790 per landing page, plus $250 per additional page. So my projects are mostly about like 1.5K to 3K per project. So next up, I also charge $20 for hosting. You can price that however you like. I use Go High Level for hosting, so you can also upsell, for example, reputation management for $100 to $500 per month. But my strategy would be to like offer them $20 hosting to get them as a client. So basically just listen to them and get a feel for how you can help them. So now you have the exact steps to take to get your first few customers for your AI web design agency. And if you want to learn more and connect with like-minded people, make sure to join my free community link below to get also the cold email template and the prompt I used in this video. And if you now want to know how I actually develop and build these AI websites within Go High Level, watch this video next.